So I just found out about the Alexa Voice Remote Pro. It's an optional controller upgrade that you could use with any Fire Stick device or Fire TV, and today we're going to take a look at it. So let's get right into it. Alright, so before we unbox this, I'm going to put on the screen all the devices this thing is compatible with. It seems like most models are compatible, but if you want to check this list just to make sure. Anyway, let's open this thing up. Oh, and don't mind my band-aid. I cut my finger peeling some potatoes yesterday. Alright, so here's the remote. It's definitely got a different shape, and I see some extra buttons. We'll go over that in a second. There is obviously the manuals and whatnot. Should have batteries right down here. I was hoping that a Pro model like this might have a rechargeable battery, but I guess not. Still takes 2 AAAs. But at least the battery life on these types of things are usually pretty good. Just gonna put them in real quick, and there we go. So let me grab my other Fire Stick remote and we'll compare these. I can tell that in this top right corner, there's this headphones button. And besides that button, the only extra ones I see is this 1 and 2 down here, which from what I've heard, you can pair these to different apps or even Alexa routines for your smart home. And I'm definitely going to be interested in trying that out. Okay, so after looking into everything, I'll just break down all the new features of this remote control, and then I'll go and show you how you can pair it to your Fire TV. So first new feature is the headphones button we went over. Then we have the 2 programmable buttons down here. This also has a built-in remote control finder. So what it says is you'll be able to ask Alexa to find your remote, and then the remote should start making a beep or a sound. I haven't tried it yet to let you know where it is. And then beyond that, there's also a backlight that automatically turns on when you're in low light environments. So let me see if I can turn off my lights and have it turn on. It's kind of hard to see on the webcam, but it actually did turn on. That's actually going to be such a nice feature for something like a bedroom. I'm sure you get the gist of it by now. Let me go show you how you can pair it to your device. Alright, here we go. I got my Fire TV Cube down there hooked up to my TV. This is the original remote, which I'm going to use to help set up the new remote. In the instructions, there's details on how to hook up this remote if you happen to have lost your old remote. But a quick tip with that is you can actually just get the Fire TV app on your smartphone, and you'd be able to use your smartphone as the remote control to help you set up this one. So either way, I'm just going to go over to the settings. And in the settings, there's a big category called controllers and Bluetooth devices. In this menu, I don't know if you could see it that well, it says Amazon Fire TV remotes. I'm going to click on that one, and there's an option here to add new remote. So now it says searching. It mentions to press and hold the home button for 10 seconds. So I'm going to do that now. And after I do that, there's actually an orange light blinking on the remote. Once it's detected, you just select it, and now you can see there's an update in progress. So I'll cut ahead for this. Okay, now that the update's done, it's actually giving me a brief explanation to the Find Your Lost Remote feature. It tells you all you'd have to do to use that is ask any Alexa device to find my remote. And the second option is to use the Fire TV app, and there'll actually be a button on that app to find your remote. Something else to note is you can actually have multiple remotes hooked up to one Fire TV device. So if you do decide to upgrade to this, you can still keep your old one around as a spare. For me, I'm going to hook this up eventually in my bedroom, and that way both me and my girlfriend on both sides of the bed can actually have our own remotes. Okay, so now that I'm all paired, we already showcased the backlighting feature. Now let's see if we can get the remote finder to work. Alexa, find my remote.
Let me try to make your first remote control ring. This could take up to 30 seconds.
So there you go. I'm sure you heard that. All you have to do to make it stop is press any button on the remote. So now let's check out the programmable buttons down here, the 1 and 2. It says in the instructions you just have to hold them to program them. So here we go. After holding the number 1 for a few seconds, I get this screen that pops up here that says you can assign a shortcut to button number 1 quickly to access apps, Alexa voice commands, and more. So to program an app, it says open the app, press and hold button number 1, and then select the app from the list, and that should program that app to launch anytime you press number 1. To program voice commands, you're going to press the Alexa button and say a command. After the command is complete, press and hold button number 1, and you'll be able to select that command from the list. So something cool you could do with this is, let's say you have a smart doorbell or security camera around your house, you'd be able to program one of these to go ahead and show the camera on the TV. That's just one example. There's probably infinite other ways you could use this. Now let's try the headphones feature. So I'm going to click the headphones button, and over on the right hand side of the screen it pops up the Bluetooth audio devices, and if I did have some Bluetooth headphones paired to the TV, they would be listed there. If they're not paired yet, there's an option here to add device, and basically anytime you want to switch over to your headphones to watch your shows in private and not bother other people in the room, you can do that. If you want to pick up this remote, I'll link the exact one in the description. I thank you guys for watching. Definitely subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time.